नमो नमः सर्वेभ्यः संस्कृत भाषा शिक्षणे भवतां हार्दं स्वागतम्. A heartfelt welcome to you all for Sanskrit learning. So today we are going to cover pronouns part 2. Saraswati namastubhyam varde kamarupani vidyarambham karishyami siddhir bhavatu me sada. So in the last class, we started talking about sarvanama, which means pronouns. So we covered personal pronouns, where the pratipadikam is asmad, meaning I, and yushmad, meaning you. So they are dakarantah, they end in the pratipadikas. Then there are demonstrative pronouns like tad, that, etad, meaning this, there should be a halanta here. Adas, meaning that, and idam, meaning this. So we covered tad is used when a person or a thing is at a distance. And this is also a the ending pratipadikam. Then we covered etad. It is used when a person or a thing is nearer still. And this is also a the ending pratipadika. So we covered these 4 pronouns in the last class. In today's class, we are going to cover adas, which means also that, and idam means also means this. And idam is a makaranta pratipadika. So these 4 demonstrative pronouns, tad, etat, idam, adas, can also be used as adjectives, and we will see that. So, and then we are going to talk about interrogative pronouns like kim, which means who, and relative pronouns yad, which means who or which. So the pronouns, when they are used as adjective, should agree in gender, case, and the number of the noun it is describing. For example, saha balaha, that boy. So here, saha is a pronoun and it is used as an adjective qualifying the boy, that boy. Now, balaha is in case 1, ekavachanam. So this pronoun also has to be prathama vibhaktihi ekavachanam. Or tata phalam. Now, boy was masculine, so the pronoun was saha. Tat phalam. Phalam is a neuter, so the pronoun uses tat, that fruit. Sa balika. Balika is feminine, so the pronoun is sa. And both are in prathama vibhaktihi eka vachana. So the declension of asmad, like it is like any other pratipadikam, you have these 24 supratyayas. So you add to asmad and you will get 24 word forms. For example, aham, I, avam, we too, vayam, we all. So like in a Rama pratipadikam, you have the 7 cases. In pronouns, you don't have sambodhana. So this is the declension of asmad, and these are the declensions of yushmad. We, the last class, we did a lot of exercising, illustrating different cases. And then we covered the pratipadikam tad, which means that, and pratipadikam etad, which means this. So these are the masculine declensions. So except for prathama vibhaktihi ekavachanam, where you have saha and eshaha, if you look at them, the declensions are very much the same, except ta in etam will be replaced by, you add another a here. right? So tam, etam, tau, etau, etan. So these are the declensions of in the masculine case. And again, in the last class, we did a number of exercises on that. So Prathama, this is the neuter, and then this is the feminine. And again, in the Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, it is sa and esha. She or this. So today, now we are going to talk about the Pratipadikam adas, which means that. So this Pratipadikam, it is used, but it is not used. I haven't seen it's used that often. And again, the declensions are a little bit different. And at this point, I'm not going to, I won't suggest that you memorize on your, except for this adaha. This comes in this Shanti Pataha, Purnamadaha, Purnamidam. So if you do Sandhi Vicheda, it is Purnam Adaha and Purnam Idaha. So ma and a becomes ma, and here it becomes e. So Adaha stands for that is fullness, this is fullness. Another example will be, I'm using this one in the Prathama Vibhakti in the neuter case, te amuni phalani icchanti. So the verb, the subject is te. So, the subject is here. So te and amuni is the adjective to phalani, these fruits. So they like, oh, sorry, this is that. So they like those fruits. So it is that, right? Te amuni phalani icchanti. So amuni is the adjective to phalani. And here you see that this is subject is plural. So the verb is also plural. And again, here is a sandhi going on. A followed by a. So you have a purva rupa sandhi. A is elided. This is the upgraha sign and it's not pronounced. So te muni phalani chanti. And here again, there is a dirgha sandhi. E and E becomes a long E. Okay. Pratipadikam id is quite important, especially in Gita verses. You will see it's used a lot. And, slowly you will be able to recognize this thing. So, for the neuter, it is like this is more important. You see this used quite a bit. Idam ime imani, idam ime imani. So here, remember I did this verse in Gita. It is the verse 2.2, verse number 2 in chapter 2. Nainam chindanti shastrani. So here again, nainam, chainam. So here nainam, the sandhi vichedam is na enam. So this is your vriddhi sandhi. A and A becomes I. So nainam. And enam is used. This has an alternate forms. So in Dutiya Vibhakti, you have this form. Enam, enau, enan. So enam here means the weapons do not cut it, so cut the self. So enam is used for the self. So this sandhi this declension slowly, we should learn, especially the ekavachanam, like asmin, idam, imani, you will see is used quite a bit. So for example, in verse number 2 from chapter 13, idam shariram. Shariram is neuter. So this body, idam dhyanam, this knowledge, verse 2 in chapter 14. Then loke asmin, verse number 3 from chapter 3. So again, here you have a purva rupa sandhi, lokesmin, in this world. So for now, I would suggest to, be familiar with this form. Idam ime imani, idam ime imani. Enam, like here it is used, but you don't see this that often, but this neuter you will see quite a bit. So I'm not going to go through the declensions. This is just, slowly as you use them, you will get familiar with them. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about a relative pronoun. The pratipadikam is yad, meaning which or who. So this is used in a relative sense. So this is also exactly the same as your tat pratipadikam, which was that. Yeah, except of ta, you have a ya. So again, in prathama vibhakti ekvachanam, you have yah, and in feminine, you have ya. So if let's look at some examples, and then its usage will be clear. Yah prakasham yachati sah surya. So this yah means he who gives light is the sun. So he who gives. So this is used in a relative sense. Yah sitaya sah vanam gacchati sah ramah. So he who goes to the forest, vanam gacchati, with Sita, sitaya. This is instrumental, case 3 ekavachana, meaning with Sita is Rama. He who goes to the forest with Sita is Rama. Yaya sah ramena vanam gacchati sa Sita. So this was in masculine. This example is in feminine. Yaya. So this is this yaya, with, because this is with Sita. So she with whom Rama goes to the forest is Sita. Yaya sa ramena. This is Tritiya Vibhakti ekavachanam. With Rama, vanam gacchati sa Sita. So this is sa, because this is feminine. So you have to use sa. So yaya sah ramena vanam gacchati sa Sita. She with whom Rama goes to the forest is Sita. This, as you will see in the next slide, is used in the samasas, in the compound, to understand the compound. This, especially the bahuvrihi samasa, you use the this relative pronoun.
Kumbuji, one question.
Yes.
The previous slide.
Okay.
So the last one, yaya saha ramena vanam. So Rama is the is Rama the subject?
No, no, she with whom Rama goes. She.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. Yani phalani aham khadami, tani phalani tvam api ichhasi. So yani, those fruits, now phalani. So you have to have yani. So like they have to agree in gender and number. So those fruits which I am eating, aham khadami, tani, those fruits you also want them, right? So tani phalani tvam api ichhasi. I have done the sandhi here. Yasmin vane vasati Ramaha, tasmin vane rakchasaha na vasanti. So Yasmin means that forest. Like for the Hindi speaking people, it is like Jo. Like when you say Jo jiska, right? Like that is what the sense is here. So Yasmin vane vasati Ramaha, tasmin vane rakchasaha na vasanti. Now see, yani, tani, yasmin, tasmin. That, so that forest where Rama lives, in that forest, demons do not live, right? Yasmin, that forest where Rama lives, in that forest, Rakshasas do not live. So just be careful, like the subject have to agree with the verb. So this is plural and this is plural, And Yasmin Vane. Vane is 7th case singular. So Yasmin is also 7th case singular. And here also Tasmin Vane. So these are the adjectives, is used as an adjective. So they should agree with the noun it is qualifying. This is a prayer. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Daya Rupena Samsthita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. So here, Ya Devi, that Devi who resides in all, Sarva Bhuteshu Daya Rupena, as kindness, I bow to her. Namaha Tasyai. Now here, Tasyai is in feminine. This is the 4th case, Ekavachanam, feminine. So, and Namaha Tasyai, Visarga is followed by a Ta, so the Visarga changed into a Sakara. So the thing to note here, this is Tasyai, because to that Devi, so it has to be feminine, because Devi is feminine. So again, there is a Sandhi, and I wanted to point out the feminine use of here. So Namastasyai, Namastasyai, Namo Namah. And again, there is a Sandhi here. Namaha, Namaha. Visarga followed by a soft consonant. So you have the Ukara, Saka, like U, and then you have a Guna Sandhi. Okay, now this is what I was mentioning, like in order to understand samasa, especially a Bahuvriya samasa, which is one kind of a samasa, you use the relative pronoun. So for example, Pitambaraha. So what does it mean? It means Pitam Ambar Yasya Saha Pitambaraha. He whose clothes are yellow is Pitambaraha, meaning Lord Vishnu. So the samasa indicates somebody else. So this is called a Bahuvrihi samasa. So Pitam, now Pitam, this is neuter, and Ambaram, because Ambaram is neuter, so you have Pitam. Pitam Ambaram Yasya, this is Yasya is in Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam, whose clothes. So Yasya means whose. He whose clothes are yellow is Pitambaraha. For example, the another example is Jitendriyaha. So Jitani Indriyani Yena Saha Jitendriyaha. So here this is masculine. So you have Saha Yen. By whom the senses are conquered is Jitendriyaha. Jitani and Indriyani, both neuter. So this is very important, that the gender and the number agrees. So Jitani Indriyani Yena, by whom. This is Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So Jitani Indriyani Yena Saha Jitendriyaha. I have not done the sandhis, but for example, here the visarga will drop because saha, any letter following the visarga drops. Here, this will be a dirgha sandhi here. This again, the visarga will be dropped. So like now you should also look where the sandhi is happening, and for here, the visarga will become a ta. Rama, visarga is followed by a ta, so the visarga will be replaced by a takara. So you should, now, be able to look where the sandhi will be applied. Okay. Okay. This pronoun, interrogative pronoun came. This is very important. Like you will see is used, especially in Gita verses all the time. In fact, the first verse of Gita has this pronoun Kim, which I'm going to just talk about. So again, the declension is very much the same as Tat, Yad, except for the Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, Kaha and Ka. Other than that, they are exactly the same as in tat and yat, except here it will be ka, there it was ya, or a ta, or eta, and so on. So now I'm going to, because this pronoun is very much used, I'm going to discuss all the ekavachanam cases. And in kim, ke, kani, and the rest of them are like the masculine declension. So now we're going to, I'm going to discuss these cases. Masculine case 1, the use of kah, kau, ke. So saha kaha, who is that? So who is that? Now that means you are talking about a masculine person. Saha kaha, who is that? Sa bala. Here I didn't drop the visarga because I wanted to show, the agreement that saha is also prathama vibhakti ekavachanam and kaha is also prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. But there is a sandhi here, so the visarga has dropped here. Who is that? Sa balaha, that is boy. So this is a used as an adjective. Tau ke, tau kau. So tau kau. So who are those, right? Kau. So you have to have tau. Tau kau. Who are those? Tau balau. Those are 2 boys. So see, tau balau. Balau is dutiya prathama vibhakti dvivachanam, and this is also prathama vibhakti dvivachanam, and here also prathama vibhakti dvivachanam. Who are they? Te ke, te balaha. Those are boys. So this, I'm pointing this again and again because this is very important that you, like when you are translating it, that this agreement you should watch out and not make a mistake. So te balaha, right? Now this was in saha. Now, so that, now we will use the form this. So it's the same. Eshaha kaha, who is this? Again, the visarga has to drop here, but I just wanted to show you the agreement. Here I have dropped it. Who is this? So saha kaha, who is that? Eshaha kaha, who is this? Eshaha balaha, this is a boy. Etau kau, who are these 2? Etau balau, these are 2 boys. Ete ke, who are these? Ete balaha, these are boys. Yeah, 2 and boys, plural. Now case 2. So come. So kam ke kani, right? Janakaha kama vadati, to whom the father is speaking, to whom father speaks to. Come. So this is your dutiya vibhakti ekavachana. Janakaha putram vadati, the father speaks to the son. Kain saha gachasi, with whom you are going. Kain means with whom. So balena saha gachami, I am going with the boy, right? Balena, I am going with the boy. Now this is the 4th case. Mata kasmai pustaka manayati. I have done the sandhi. It will be pustakam anayati. Anayati means bring. So kasmai, for whom? This is the 4th case. 3rd case, 4th case. For whom does the mother bring the book? Mata putraya, right? So this is 4th case. So the pronoun which you are asking will be the same case when you answer it. So the noun will be in the same case. 4th case, 3rd case, balena. 3rd case, kasmai. 4th case, the answer is putraya. 4th case, ekavachanam, putraya also is chaturthi vibhakti ekavachanam. So mata putraya pustaka maniyati. The mother brings the book for the son. So for and for. So you see the agreement. Balaha kasmat agachati. So this is fifth case. From where? From where? From where the boy comes. From whom, sorry. From whom the boy comes. So Bala Acharyat Agachati. Now I've done this sandhi. Balaha Acharyat, from the teacher. Now here, this the will become a the because it is followed by a vowel. So this the will become a the. I haven't done it because I wanted to show you this form, kasmat. Here the visarga will be dropped because it is followed by a vowel other than a. So it will be bala. And acharyat, because gachati, so ta will become a the, and a, so it becomes the. Acharya da gachati. The boy comes from the teacher. Eshaha kasya vidyalayah. The visarga will be dropped because esha and sa are the special visarga rule. Kasya, whose. This is sixth case, prathama vibhakti. Whose school is this? Eshaha kasya vidyalayah. This, right? Whose school? Eshaha mama vidyalayah. This is my school. Kasmin vidyalaya. Seventh case. Tasmin, answer. Kasmin vidyalaya. Vidyalaya, in which school? Tasmin vidyalaya, in that school. You could have a tasmin vidyalaya also, in this school, and so on. Okay, now we look at the neuter case one. Etat kim, what is this? Etat chitram. Now here, etat chitram. Ta is followed by a cha, so ta will become a cha. So this will be eta. Sorry, this is a mistake here. It should not be a long ta. It should be just ta. Etat chitra. No, sorry, this is an e here. I cannot see because this is here. Yeah, etat chitram. So this, like, remember you said sat chit. So such, the ta became a cha. So this is a consonant sandhi here. This is a picture. Etani kani. What are these? Etani phalani. These are fruits. So this might be interesting to you, how to ask your name in Sanskrit. So one way is Tava nama kim. What is your name? Tav is a Yushmat 6 case. Your nama, it is an indeclinable kim. What is your name? A polite way, or when you ask a name of an elder, you could ask Bhavataha nama kim. What is the name of the sir? Or, sir, what is your name? Bhavataha nama kim. When you are asking a masculine male. Bhavatyaha nama kim. This is a 6th case. Bhavataha and Bhavatyaha nama kim. The answer will be Mama nama Rajah. My name is Raj. Or Mama nama Sita. My name is Sita. Case 2. Tvam kim pathasi. Kim. Right? Like, so it will be, what are you reading? Aham pustakam pathami. I'm reading a book. The next, from 3 to 7, they will be declined as masculine. But I just wanted to show you, go through this sandhi. Kasmin udyane, in which garden? So here, if you remember, the preceding vowel is a short vowel, E, and it is followed by a vowel. So you have an extra na coming in. So it will be Kasmin Nudyane, right? So you look at this sandhi. We have done examples here, so you could revisit it. Etasmin Udyane, in this garden. And again, the same sandhi will be. Or you could say tasmin udyane, in that garden. Okay, now we'll look at the feminine case 1. Esha ka. Now look at Esha, feminine, like, ka. Who is this? Esha balika. This is a girl. And, same way you have Eta balika, these girls, right? Then case 2, Janakaha kam vadati. There it was kam vadati. In masculine, it was kam. In feminine, it is kam. Janakaha kam vadati. To whom does the father speak? Janakaha putrim vadati. So because it was kam, you have a feminine here. Putri, daughter. Janakaha putrim vadati. The father speaks to the daughter. Kaya. There it was kena, right? So just look at these, these are all feminine ekavachanam. Kaya sah kridasi, with whom you play. Sakhya sah kridami. The nominal stem is sakhi, which is feminine and a long e. So the third case declension is sakhya sah kridami. I play with a friend. Kasyai pustakam dadasi. So this will be, again, this is the feminine case for ekavachanam. For whom you give book, sakyai. Again, this is the fourth case, pustakam dadami. When the verb is give, then the fourth case is used. I'm going to talk about when we talk about the vibhaktis. So with certain verbs, certain vibhaktis are used. Kasyaha, like in masculine, it was kasya. Kasyaha agachasi, from whom you come. So again, adhyapika, female teacher. Agachami. Here, the visarga will drop because visarga is followed by a vowel. And it is also preceded by long a. So the visarga will drop here. So adhyapikayaha agachami. I come from the teacher. Here also the visarga will drop. Kasyaha manjusha. The fifth and the sixth case are the same in feminine. So kasyaha manjusha is a box. This is a feminine word. Whose box? Balikayaha manjusha. This one, the girl's box. Kasyam nagaryam. This is the seventh case. In which city? Nagari. The pratipadikam is nagari. Etasyam nagaryam, in this city. Yeah, there lot to remember, but slowly I think you will be, it's not going to, happen just in one class. Like this has to continue and you have to get familiar with these declensions. So I don't expect that you will know, but at least, they are there. So slowly you will be able to recognize them. Okay, so the first verse in Bhagavad Gita has the pronoun kim. So Dhritarashtra uvacha dharma kshetre kurukshetre samveta yutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurvat sanjaya. Okay, now in the last class, I mentioned that Medha Michika, and I gave you a link where she has done till chapter 7, a grammatical analysis of all the Gita verses. And I would, she has done a very good job, and I will recommend that, you start doing these, grammatical analysis. So far what we have learned, and we have learned quite a bit, so you will be able to do quite a bit. And she uses this nomenclature, and I want to explain this to you. So for example, here the sandhi is Dhritarashtra uvacha. Visarga was dropped because it is followed by a vowel other than a. So, u. So, one by one means that this is Prathama Vibhakti Eka Vachanam. So, this is the here. In the verb, she uses this. So, this is a lit lakara, you don't know, but this is in the means it is a third person Eka Vachanam. Uvacha. Dharmakshetre. This is in, that means seventh vibhakti, seventh case, Eka Vachanam. Kurukshetre, again, seventh case, Eka Vachanam. Samvetaha, there is a sandhi here because, this visarga is preceded by a long a and followed by a soft vowel, a soft consonant. So the visarga is dropped. So samvetaha, this means it is the prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam. Third case, bahuvachanam. Yutsavaha, again, prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam. Mamakaha, one signifies prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam. 3 is, if it was 2, it will be Dvivachanam. If it is 1, like here, it means Eka Vachanam. Pandavaha, again, Prathama Vibhakti, third Vachanam, Bahuvachanam. So like these are all adjectives to Pandavaha. 0 means it is an indeclinable Avvayam. So cha and Avvayam, eva is an Avvayam, and kim is a pronoun in the second Dutiya Vibhakti Eka Vachanam. Now here is a sandhi. Visarga followed by a cha becomes a sh, right? So Pandavash Chaiva. So there is a sandhi here. Cha and eva, you have a dirgha, vriddhi sandhi. A followed by a becomes I. So you have I. Pandavash Chaiva. So this is a vriddhi sandhi here. Kim akurvat. There is no sandhi here. So ma followed by a becomes ma. And this akurvat. So this is now this is a past tense. And this means it is in the third person bahuvachanam. So for verbs, she is using this in Roman, these things. And Sanjaya. So this is S is for Sambodhana, Eka Vachanam. So it's pretty like once you get used to, so like in just this here, you get to know all the vibhaktis, all the purushas, Vachanam, and the sandhi. All right, so here, Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre. So Dharmakshetre is an adjective to Kurukshetre. So in the Dharmakshetra means holy land. In the holy land of Kurukshetra, land of the Gurus. So these are all in Saptami Vibhakti Eka Vachanam. Samvetaha. So the Pratipadikam is Samveta. It is masculine. Samvetaha, who were assembled. Yutsavaha. So the Pratipadikam is Yuyutsuhu, like Shishu, Guru. So this is like Guru, Guravaha, right? So this is the plural. That's why you see this form. Who were eager to fight. Adjective to these things. Mamaka and Pandava. Kim, what? Akurvat, this is a past tense. What did they do? It is the Kra Dhatu and in the past tense. So the meaning is quite obvious. What did my people and the Pandavas who were eager to fight and who were assembled in the holy land of Kurukshetra do? O Sanjaya, Dhritarashtra asked. All right. Yeah, there's another, this is a very, very famous verse, and this also uses a pronoun ka and kim. So Arjuna uvacha sthit pragyasya ka bhasha samadhisthasya keshava keshava sthitadhihi kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim. So here again, like she has this. So this I got directly from her site. So ka bhasha. So ka is your pronoun. So what is the description of a wise person? Sthit pragyasya ka bhasha means description. What is the description of a wise person? Samadhistasya, who is established in the Atma, O Keshava. So 8 is the Sambodhanam. Then Kim. Now here one thing to note, here Kim is also an indeclinable. Like it's a pronoun and also it is used as an indeclinable. This is what I wanted to highlight. And here it is meaning how. It has many meanings like what, which, why, whence, when it is used as a indeclinable. So this is very important. Like sometimes it is used as a pronoun, and you will also see is used as an indeclinable. So prabhasheta. So pra is the upsarga, bhasha is your verb, is 1a, vidhiling, would speak, would sit, would walk. So, O Krishna, what is the description of the wise man who is established in the Atma? Kim prabhashet, kim prabhasheta. How does the wise man speak? How does he sit? How does he walk? So this is what I wanted to point out in this verse, and the pronoun ka, which is feminine because bhasha is feminine.
Oh.
Okay. So remember when we did analysis of the sentences, we asked questions in English. But now since you know the pronoun Kim, you could ask the questions in Sanskritam. And this is, this is what I want to. So it's a nice exercise to get more familiar with the declensions of the pronoun Kim. So Rama Sitaya Saha Vane Pushpani Pashyati. So let's figure out the meaning. So the verb is Pashyati, sees. So Kaha Pashyati, who sees? So because here the subject is Rama, so I have Kaha Pashyati. If the subject was Sita, I would have Ka Pashyati. So Kaha Pashyati, who sees? Rama Pashyati, Rama sees. Kani Pashyati, what does he see? Because Pushpani, what does he see? Pushpani Pashyati. So Kani is Pushpani. See, like, Bahuvachanam and Bahuvachanam, neuter and neuter. Pushpa is flower and it is neuter. So Kani Pashyati, what does he see? Pushpani Pashyati. Initially we did with these, we asked them in English. Now you could ask them in the declension of the Kim Pratipadikam. Kasmin Pashyati. Kasmin, where does he see? Vane Pashyati. Again, this is 7th case. So this will be the 7th case, Ekavachanam. 7th case, Ekavachanam. Kasmin Pashyati. Vane Pashyati. Sees in the forest. Kaya Saha Pashyati. Because it is Sita. So you have to have the feminine. Kaya Saha Pashyati. With whom does he see? Sitaya Saha Pashyati. Sees with Sita. So Rama sees the flowers in the forest with Sita. Let's do another. Like this will just another exercise to get familiar with these declensions. Mama Mata Aparnat Mahyam Halani Anayati. So now I'm asking, ka anayati, because it is mata. Ka anayati, who brings? Mata anayati, mother brings. Now here it could be either feminine or masculine, because it could be like the mother of a boy or a mother of a girl, right? So it could be either kasya or kasyaha. So if it is, masculine and feminine. Kasya kasyaha mata. Whose mother? Mama mata, my mother. Kani anayati, phalani anayati. So kani and phalani. What does she bring? Phalani anayati, brings fruits. Kasmat anayati, from where does she bring? Aparna anayati, from the shop. Aparna is a shop. Again, it could be, masculine or feminine. Now look at the difference. In the masculine, it is kasmai, and it is in the feminine, it is kasyai. This is fourth case. Kasmai or kasyai anayati. For whom does she bring? Mahyam, for me. This is the asmat pratipadikam, for me. So this is again fourth case, ekavachana. For me, mahyam anayati. So my mother brings fruit from the shop for me. So at least for the ekavachanam declensions, you should be familiar with, like kah, kani, kasmin, kaya, ka, and so on. Okay. All right. Now, there are also pronouns which are indefinite pronouns. So indefinite, like it gives a sense of feeling of indefiniteness. For indefinite pronouns are formed by adding one of the suffixes, chit, chan, and api. This is also used quite a bit, like these pronouns are used. They become obvious, but they are used quite a lot in Gita verses. So chit, chan, and api to the pronoun kim in all the three genders. For example, let's say in singular. So if you add kah to and add chit to ka, it becomes kashchit, because the visarga is followed by a cha, so the visarga becomes a sh. And kashchit means someone, a sense of indefiniteness, like someone, like kashchit balah, a certain boy, or kashchit gachati, someone goes. So here this sandhi, so kashchit, so someone, something, right? Then if you add chana, it becomes kashchan. So kashchit, kashchan balah, a certain boy. Kashchit, kashchan gachati, someone goes. Then na kashchit gachati, no one goes. Then if you add kim to chit, now here, see, ma is followed by a cha, and this is a single word. So if you remember, the nasal of cha is nya. So this ma becomes a ya. So it will be kinchit. This is a sandhi rule. That in a word inside the nasal, like you could write also as an anuswara. So the anuswara is the nasal of the letter of the group it belongs. So cha, cha, ja, ja, ya. So the nasal of this cha varga is ya. So this ma is changed to ya. So kim plus chit becomes kinchit. Kim plus chan becomes kinchan. And api, kim plus api. These forms all mean something, someone, masculine, neuter, and feminine. And kah plus api. So you have shivoham sandhi here. Visarga followed by a. This becomes ko-pich, like shiva aham, shivoham. So here. So these all, uses will be like someone, something, or this one here. Okay. Okay. So this is again some example, like kopi dwarasya bahi asti. Someone is at the door. masculine. Kimapi karyam, some work, neuter. Kapi varta, some news. Varta is feminine. So ka plus api, kapi varta, some news. Now you could add to any declension. So this is the plural, ke plus chit. Ke chit janaha vadanti, some people say, so plural. Santushtah yena kena chit. Right? So this is you are adding to the third case, kena plus chit. Happy with whatever. You know, yena, whatever. Happy with whatever. Kasya chit dhanam. Kasya you adding to the sixth case. Kasya plus chit. Kasya chit dhanam. Wealth of somebody. Kasyan chit. Seventh case. Kasyam chit nagaryam. Nagari. In some city. Again, you know, I know this is too much, but, you know, you have to just slowly get familiar with these declensions. Okay. So here, this is a verse from Chanakya Niti. This is a very famous Subhashitam. Subhashitam means good saying. And it uses the word kaschit, so that's why, and kasya. So I wanted to just, and kim, these pronouns. So I just wanted to go through this verse. And so the verse says, na kaschidapi janati kim kasya sho bhavishyati atashvah karniyani kuriya yaiva buddhiman. It's a very nice Subhashitam. So if you do the padacheda, kaschida api. So na kaschit, ta and api. So ta is followed by an so it becomes a da. So kaschit api. Janati kim kasya shvo bhavishyati. So this is shvah. Because visarga followed by a soft consonant, it becomes an O. Ataha shvaha, nothing happens here. Karniyani, and here there is a sandhi. There are two sandhis. Kuriyat adya eva. So ta followed by a vowel becomes a the. The. And this, so this becomes the. And and a, vriddhi sandhi becomes I. So kuriyat yaiva, kuriyat adh eva buddhiman. So, so here I want to just say about na kaschit api janati. So here it says, okay, let me just, I have still some time. Let me go a little bit in more detail. So pad parichayaha, pad artha cha. So what are these words mean and what is the artha? So, you know, just so you get familiar with a little bit more of Sanskritam. Kriya padani. So what are the verbs here? Janati is the verb. And the root is ja, to know. It is in ninth gana, it's a parasmai padaru. It's lat lakara prathama purusha eka vachanam, knows. So this ja becomes a ja. There is a rule here. So knows. Bhavishyati. This is a future tense. Bhu, 1p, rit lakara. This is a future tense. You know, will happen. Kuriyat. This is the dhatu kra. It is vidhiling. Pratham purusha eka vachanam. Should do. Then nama padami. Karniyani. This is a neuter. The word. Karniya. This is the noun. So this is Dutiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam Karyani. Word. Buddhiman. Pratipadikam is Buddhimat. The one who has buddhi, means intelligent or wise. Buddhimat is the Pratipadikam. Buddhiman, like Bhagavat, Bhagavan. Sarvanama is Kim. what, and kasya. There are two pronouns, kim and kasya. And kaschit, it is a avayam, right? So what and to whom. So avayama na kaschit. So kaschit was formed by kah plus chit, kaschit. Someone. Na kaschit, no one. Api, also. Shwaha means tomorrow. Shwaha means tomorrow. Ataha is then avayam, therefore. Adya is today, and eva is alone. So the meaning, the anvaya is writing the verse in a prose form. So once you write it, the meaning is quite clear. So shwah kasya kim bhavishyati iti kaschit api na janati. Ataha buddh, also this is mistake here. Buddhiman, the should be here. Buddhiman shwah karniyani means karyani adya eva kuryat. So, the meaning is, quite clear, right? Nobody knows of what will happen to whom tomorrow. Shwah kasya kim bhavishyati. What will happen to whom tomorrow? Iti kaschit api na janat. Nobody knows. Ataha, therefore, buddhiman, the wise, hence the wise should do tomorrow's work today itself. Ataha buddhiman shwa karniyani karyani adya, today eva kuryat, should do today. I thought it is an interesting analysis. All right, I have 4 minutes and I just want to show you again more words and more meanings. So since we are doing interrogative pronouns, there are many avayam indeclinables which are also used to question, like kada means when. Sa kada gacchati, when does he go? So kada is also used for when. Saha saptavadane gacchati, he goes at 7 o'clock. Kadachit, if you add chit to kada, it means sometimes. Na kadachit, never. Kimartham is used as why. Sa kimartham tatra gacchati, why does he go there? Then kutra, where. Tvam kutra gacchasi, where are you going? Kutaha, from where, from what? Kutaha agacchasi, where do you come from? So aham vanat agachami, then it is a sandhi here. Katham, how, in what way? Tvam katham asi, how are you, right? Then if you add katha, katham plus chit, so that ma becomes a ya, because so kathan chit sukham labhate, labhate obtain, he somehow gains happiness. So this finishes the pronouns. So we have done the most important pronouns which I use. There are many other pronouns also. Some are given in my grammar book. You can refer to that. And again, there are many declensions, but slowly you will be able to recognize them. So I end the class, and the next class will be on we will again go back to the nouns and the use of cases. Like I have just talked about very simple. There are many other situations where these cases are used, and there are some verbs which these cases are used, and I'm going to talk about that in the next class. So any questions?
I have a question on the very last slide you showed us.
This
the last one, the very last one.
Yes, one.
No, the one.
This one.
Yeah. So you have examples like kadachit, where you added chit to kada, right?
Right.
And then and down there was
chit is not only added to kim. There are other avayams to which chit you see is used, like kadachit or katham chit. So it's not just used to the kim pronoun.
Gotcha. So my question is, just like you had sometimes and somehow, can you add chit to kutra somewhere?
Kutra chit.
Can you do that? Is that okay or not?
I have not. I have to check that, Arun. I don't know. Like I haven't come across kutrachit. Like kadachit, kathanchit, kadachit is used quite often, right? But these ones I have to check.
Right. I've seen kadachit in Gita very often.
Yeah, kadachit is used quite often, and kathanchit is also used. But this kutrachit, I don't know. I have to check. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
So Kusum, sorry, go ahead. This is Rani. When you add the chit, what does it? How does it change the word?
Yes, you're like indefinite, like someone certain. Like remember in this here, like you have kaha means who, right? And if you add chit, chana, and api, it gives an indefinite this thing feeling, like someone or certain. That's why they are added to give this kind of an indefinite pronouns.
Okay.
What was your question, Rani? Sorry, I'm interrupted in the middle.
No, that's what I was saying. I somehow didn't quite remember this chart that you'd shown, that adding the chit or chana makes it like sometimes like an indefinite, someone.
Like sometimes someone certain, like, and the chit is used more often, you will see, like kaschit, kinchit, you will see. Api also, like here, I think, like, api also, kopi, someone is at the door. Kimapi karyam, some work, some news, right? Some people, whatever, right here, kenachit. So, kasyachit, somebody, some city. So that's why these suffixes are used.
I have a follow-up question on chit and chan and api. I think it can mean someone, something, etc. Can it also be used to denote anyone, anything?
Like any, depending upon the sentence, you can someone or anyone or certain boy, And like if you have a na before it, like na kaschit, that means no one goes. Right? Na kaschit, na kaschan. So it will be, no one.
Do you also have a pronoun like whoever?
Whoever.
I think that is tadash.
Like that. See, like this list which I showed you, this is a very incomplete list. Like there are many, many more avyams, like kati, how much, kidrisha, what kind. So there are, this list is very long, but these are the ones which you see, like kada you see a lot, like kada, kimartham, kutra, kutaha. So I have just given a few of them. Tadrisha.
I think it means anybody, whoever. I think it means that.
There is a, like, if I have time, like there is a whole avayams, right? Indeclinables is three. There must be many. There are many avayams, right? So there, and there's some are used in pairs like yada, 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 tada, yada, tada, so which are used in pairs. So there's a lot to talk about abhyans, interclinables.
Kumuji, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Earlier you said about Medha Michika, who has done the grammatical analysis of the first set. Where is that link?
I have in my previous this thing, it is there. But if you go to the Arshvidya website, and then you go to Sanskrit, like that, my Sanskrit page, and there I will send it to you. I will send it to the group, to the WhatsApp group.
Okay, thank you.
Because she's only done just 6 chapters, but she has done a very excellent job. Like, she'll have a verse, then she will have this kind of this thing, and then she goes through each word, the adjective, what it is, or, like I've just given in a very short form, but she goes in a lot of detail. And she has done only till 7 chapters right now. That's what I have. Maybe she has done more. I don't know. So, like, books by her are also very nice. Like, there are books on grammar. I think she has 3 books, which are, so the PDFs, they're all the link. I will send you the link. They're all on the web page.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like this, like if you understand this helps a lot in, understanding each word and what the vibhaktis are, what the purushas are and stuff like that. So
I have a question for you. Maybe somebody else in the team in the class can also answer. So, logically, when you teach the class, I follow the rules. There are so many rules. And then when I do the homework, I have some of these pages printed out and I consult them and go back. And yes, that makes sense. And you are saying to us constantly, just by repeating, by constantly reading, looking back at the rules, etc., slowly, you'll start remembering many of the rules. But right now, I don't remember all the rules off the top of my head. And when I'm doing the homework, I say, yes, there's a rule, but I have to go look it up. So I was just going to ask, is there a recommended method? Should we print out some of these charts and have them in a binder so we can refer back to them? Or what are some of the others doing? Is there any kind of a cheat sheet they have created or some way by which you can start? It's easy to find the rules and it's easy to look them up and start remembering them.
Well, the students could answer it better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anybody in the class can answer.
Like their experience will tell you better than, so maybe some of the other students can give the answer to Rani's question. That how are they remembering it?
Yeah, what method are they using? Some kind of cheat sheets? Have they printed out the tables, posted them on the wall in front of their desk? Or how are they doing it?
So Rani, what has worked for me is I took the 3 slides that Kumuji had given in her in her slide, right? The one was for vowels, one was for consonants, and one was for the visarga. And I just those are 3 slides. I didn't print out anything, but I kept those 3 slides together so I can refer to them very easily. And then what I do is when doing the exercises, like you, I mean, I often have to look, but what I have found is, and Kumuji, I really want to thank you for this. As I started doing more and more exercises, some of them I could get right away. I could see, oh, I know what this is, and whether it being the Cheda or doing the Sandhi. And then of course some, maybe the more obscure ones don't occur so often. I couldn't remember, and then I would look up and this thing. And I was just following Kumuji's advice, which is just keep doing them, and keep looking them up. After some time, some of them will become second nature, and I guess some I'll always have to look up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I don't think, Rani, there is an, maybe, students will tell, but I don't think there's an easy way that it just, it takes time and practice. That's the only way. And then it becomes like, I started as a student just like you, like all of you. And now I don't have to even think about the sandhis at all, right? Like, and even the declensions, I don't know all the declensions and all, but at least I know the, ekavachanam. So it, yeah. It takes time. Like it took me, like I've been doing this for the last 10 years. So it took me a long time, but it does happen, like if you are at it.
One thing encouraging is I read some shlokas of Gita every day, and I do find that as I'm learning more Sanskrit and reading Sanskrit more regularly, first of all, my pronunciation is getting better. And the second thing is I'm able to break up, as I read the Gita shlok, I'm oftentimes able to break up the sandhi, and then I check the word explanation below that. And sometimes I'm wrong and oftentimes I'm correct. So that's kind of a good.
And also like consonant sandhis are difficult, but vowel sandhis, I think by now.
Yeah, they're easier. And like so are the visarga sandhis.
You would be able to, and also visarga sandhi like shivoham, namo namaha, like these sandhis where it becomes, like those should be now, not that difficult. Like the lopa is difficult, like little, when does the visarga vanishes, but like refa adesha will be easy, like if it is ending, preceded by any vowel, then it becomes a ra. Like those slowly, it just takes, again, the students will be able to answer you more better than I can about it.
Certainly. Thank you.
All right, then. Okay.
Thank
no
you.
more questions, then I will end the class. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, she left.
So, yeah, I'm still on. Anybody had a question?
Yeah, Komuji, I'm sorry I missed 3 classes, which I think I've missed a lot now in 3 classes.
Is this Gita?
Yes, Komuji.
Okay.
So let me put my video on so you can see me.
Yeah.
Namaste, Komuji.
Namaste.
So we were quite sick here at home with COVID and all that. So
yeah, you wrote
school
to
was
me.
starting. So I missed about 3 weeks, and I think I've missed a lot. I was kind of lost today in class. But,
yeah, because you missed the consonant sandhi, and then you missed the introduction to pronouns.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will try and catch up as best as I can. But I wanted to ask you, how many more weeks do we have of this class?
I was thinking 5 to 6 months. Like it started in October, end of October. So November, December, January, we are midway. So we will have maybe, either end of March or beginning of April. That's when I will end. Like the material which I want to cover, it will take till end of March or first or second week of April.
Okay. And then will your video lectures be available even after that on YouTube?
Yeah. That website, like my YouTube website, will be always there now.
Okay.
So you could always, and same with the Google Drive. So the homework and the slides will always be there. Okay. So whenever you have time at your convenience, you can take a look at it.
Okay.
And if you have, again, Gita, like any questions, please, just ask me and then I'll ask them to you. Okay. It's not like consonant sandhi, you should not worry that much because that's complicated. And it's not, you could just glance through it, you don't have to remember. But pronouns are important. And that's why I did the pronouns first, because we've been using pronouns. And it's not like once you see a pattern, it's not that difficult. So pronouns, I don't think you will have problems. Constant and sandhi, you will, it's too involved.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kumudji.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Bye.